Previously on Webkinz Big Brother, 10 house guests entered the house and it was game on. Jeremy, Cecilia, and Tomato established themselves as working together.
Would you want to join an alliance with Jeremy and I?
Oh, I would love her to do that.
I declare.
As did Pilo and Billy G.
Hey there, Pilo.
You know, I really like this guy. You want to form an alliance? What should we call ourselves?
I'll tell you what, how about the Horse and Goat?
Meanwhile, Longneck, James, and Pokey assimilated as the Pickles.
We need an alliance name. How about the Pickles? I like it. Sounds like a plan to me.
In the first episode, an argument between Loves and Cecilia ensured HOH Cecilia's target for the night.
Well, I declare. Did you just try to pounce on me? Yeah. My target has shifted from Longneck to Love, so if my plan fails, I don't care.
And Loves was sent packing. Loves, you were evicted. Then, with a shift of power to Billy G,
Congratulations, Billy G!
he targeted one member of each of the other alliances in the house.
I have nominated you, James, and you, Tomato, for eviction.
The veto became Pilo's. Congratulations, Pilo! Pokey was desperate to be saved,
If you use the veto on James tonight, I will start a secret alliance with you.
but the nominations were kept in place. At the end of the night, there was a tie.
James, I've been after you, and I vote to evict you.
James, you are evicted from the Webkinz Big Brother house. In light of James's tiebreaker vote eviction, Pokey sang his way to head of household.
Congratulations, Pokey!
It was unclear what Pokey would do, so Longneck talked with her newly HOH ally.
All right, Pokey, we've got to talk.
Then it was revealed that Billy G was chosen by you, America, as the MVP, who would get to secretly name a third nominee for eviction.
I will make sure that I use this power to the best of my abilities.
At the nomination ceremony, Pokey put the close couple on the chopping block.
I have nominated you, Jeremy, and you, Cecilia.
Billy G consulted with Pilo on who to secretly name as the third nominee.
So, I've got a secret to tell you.
It was then revealed to the house that Longneck would be sitting next to Jeremy and Cecilia. Longneck. At the veto competition, Pokey won the power.
Pokey, you have won the power of veto.
However, Marie felt that she should have won and took things a bit too far. Oh, ow, ow! Marie, stop! Pokey was immediately taken to the hospital and Marie was expelled from the game due to violence.
Pokey, you need to get some rest.
Dr. Tiggy officiated Pokey's veto ceremony, and Pokey chose to save his ally, Longneck.
Pokey has decided to use the power of veto on Longneck.
As a result, MVP Billy G had to secretly rename his nominee. With worry that he may not get a chance later, Jeremy popped the question to Cecilia.
Will you marry me?
Yes!
It was revealed that Pokey would be able to return to the game soon.
I feel that I'll be strong enough to come back next episode.
At the end of the night, Tomato was sent packing. Tomato, you are evicted from the Webkinz Big Brother house. So, after a year's worth of suspense, what have the Webkinz got in store for the rest of season 2? It's time to find out. Welcome to Webkinz Big Brother. by a vote of 2-1. Tomato, you are evicted from the Webkinz Big Brother house. Bye, Cecilia.
Bye, Tomato.
I'll miss you.
Tomato was evicted, and me and Jeremy just don't know what to do. We're worried somebody's after our alliance.
So I was attacked by Marie, but I'm back now and I'm ready to get back in there. With Tomato out of the picture, it's one step forward for my alliance. Surprise, surprise, America! It's double eviction night, baby! And that means it's time to inform the house guests. Hello, house guests.
Hey there, Sally.
Well, it is a double eviction night tonight. That's right, house guests. That means it's 2 episodes worth of Webkinz Big Brother in one night. Let's get started. Hello, house guests.
Hey.
It's now time for the first Hen of Household competition of the night. This game is called The Price is Right, and here's how it works. These are all items that you will have to guess what the price is. In Kinz Cash, of course. The game will run on a system of points. The one that comes closest to the actual amount of Kinz Cash without going over the number will get a point for that round. Then, at the end of 4 rounds, if there is a tie, we will move to a tiebreaker. Does everyone understand?
Yeah.
It's time to begin. I used to work at a convenience store before my Broadway days, so I think I'm gonna be mighty good at this. House guest, first up is this lovely Herbal Essences conditioner. I use it myself. How much does this cost?
I'm more of a white diamonds girl myself, but I think I know the price of this.
7.
12.
15.
10.
5. Let's find out what it is. The correct answer was 8, and the closest without going over was Pokey. I'm feeling pretty confident now that I guessed that right. I know my hair products, so this should be a piece of cake. Pokey has gained a point. The rest of you are at 0. The next item is strawberries. How much is this container of strawberries? I've guessed 10. I have guessed 5.
Well, I say it 4.
7.
100. And the answer is 4 Kinz Cash. That means it goes to you, Jeremy.
Woohoo!
I've just been piddling around in this competition. It's time to get in.
The next item is this family-size Powerade bottle. How much do you think this is? I have so many kids, and I have to buy these kinds of things all the time. I think I've got it in the bag. Let's see your guesses. 3. 4.
A what?
2.
2. The correct answer was 2. That means that Cecilia, both you and Billy G get a point. That means we now have a 4-way tie between Billy G, Cecilia, Jeremy, and Pokey. Next up is this bag of lemons. How much do you think this is, house guests? 3. 12 Kinz Cash.
A 2.
3.
About 50, Sally. The correct answer is 3. All right, it has been 4 rounds. That means we are now tied with 2 and 2, Cecilia and Pokey. It all comes down to this. Whoever is the closest to the price of this can of soup will be the new head of household. Remember, you cannot go over.
I'm really nervous about this because I really want to be HOH.
All right, house guests, your answers are locked. Pokey has answered with 3, Cecilia with 4. The correct price of the can of soup was 5 Kinz Cash, which means congratulations, Cecilia! You are the new head of household.
I am so glad that I won this head of household competition because now I can ensure my safety and Jeremy's safety. After Tomato's eviction, I'm not sure we're safe anymore. After seeing how Billy G played in that competition, I need to take another look at the future of the horse and goats.
Well, congratulations, Seela. I'm so proud.
Jeremy, thank you.
Now, we've got a big decision to make.
I think we should go after Pila because he got out Tomato.
Well, that is kind of true.
So it's settled. We're getting out Pila this week.
And you know what? I've been seeing him and Billy G hanging out a lot lately.
I wonder if they have an alliance.
Well, I don't know, but it's worth targeting them both if so.
Now, I'm a little bit worried this week because last week I got out Tomato, who I suspect was working with Jeremy and Cecilia. So I think they might be coming after me this week.
I feel pretty safe this week.
Now, I don't think I'm going up this week because no one puts up the guy that was just beat up by Marie.
This is the nomination ceremony. One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 Webkinz for eviction. I will pull 2 slips to lock in my nominations. Their faces will appear on the memory wall. The first house guest I have nominated is... The second house guest I have nominated is... I have nominated you, Pila, and you, Billy G, for eviction. It's not personal, but if I said that, I'd be lying to you. This is totally personal. You nominated Tomato. For that reason, I have nominated you. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Due to the double eviction, we're going to go straight into the power veto competition. Let's inform the house guests.
House guests, it's time for the Power of Veto competition. For this competition, you will all have to get into this bag full of lemons that we saw during the Price is Right competition and escape the fastest. Because there are only 6 left of you in the house, all 6 of you will compete in the competition. It's time to begin.
Longneck, please get in the bag.
And go! And she is out.
And Pokey is up.
And Pokey is out.
Pilo, you're up.
I'm feeling pretty good about this.
And Pilo has made his way out. Now it's Billy G's turn.
And go.
Oh my goodness, come on, get out. Oh my goodness.
I give up, Sally. I give up. Cut me out.
Cecilia, you're up. Go.
And you have made it out.
My strategy was to not go all willy-nilly like the other house guests and make my way out.
And it's Jeremy's turn. Get ready, Jeremy.
And go.
And Jeremy is almost there. His head is still stuck. And he has made it out. Woo woo! And now please turn your attention to the memory wall. It will be revealed who has won the Power of Veto, house guests. The winner of the Power of Veto with a time of 4 seconds is... Pilo! Congratulations, you have won the Power of Veto!
Now, I'm thrilled that I won the veto, but it's a real bummer that I can't save Billy too.
Hello, Cecilia.
Hey, Longneck, what was it you wanted to talk to me about? The veto?
Yes, I was wondering, that, Pilo, kindly, will probably use the veto to save himself. I think if I sweet talk Cecilia the way that Jeremy does, that she will likely not put me up as a replacement nominee.
I'm not putting up Jeremy.
Right.
So-
And I was wondering, who else is there in the hoose for you to put up? I'm killing it.
Well, obviously.
Oh, and by the way, your chicken casserole is to die for. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for this chat, Cecilia, and I'll catch you later, girlfriend.
Well, I'll be dog. That was a bit odd. Sounded like Jeremy.
I'm really hoping that I don't get nominated because I know that I'm one of the only options Cecilia has.
This is the veto ceremony. Cecilia has nominated Billy G and myself for eviction. I have the power to veto one of those nominations. I have decided to use the power of veto on myself. Cecilia, now that I have vetoed one of your nominations, you must name a replacement nominee. I didn't want to have to do this, but Longneck, you are being put on the block. I want you to know that you are safe, just like we discussed.
I'd say it's pretty obvious who the target is this week.
This veto ceremony is adjourned.
It's now time for the live vote and eviction. Billy G, Longneck, you are not allowed to vote. Neither is the head of household, Cecilia. One at a time, the rest of you will enter the diary room and cast your votes to evict. Pilo, you're up first tonight. Please enter the diary room. Pilo is loyal to Billy G. His vote should be a no-brainer. Hi, Pilo.
Hey.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Longneck.
Pokey's loyalties lie with Longneck. His vote should also be obvious. Hi, Pokey. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict Billy G. So, only one vote remains. Who will go home? Let's find out. Hi, Jeremy. Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Billy G. I'm sorry, buddy.
All the votes are in. Let's give the news to the house guests. House guests! All the votes are in. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guest will have just a few moments to say their goodbyes, gather his or her belongings, and walk up to the island. By a vote of 2-1, Billy G, you are evicted from the Webkinz Big Brother house.
Oh my guys, I'm so sorry. I'll see y'all later. I love you, buddy.
Hello, Billy G.
Hey, Sam. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, you've been evicted, the first during this double eviction. What were you expecting?
Well, you know, I knew that my only real person I could trust in the house was Pilo, and once I didn't get head of household, I knew that our alliance may have been targeted.
All right, well, we'll see you back here on finale night, Billy G, when you help crown the winner of Webkinz Big Brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. I will see you later.
Oh my goodness. That is so sad.
I'll miss you, man.
Well, it's time for the double eviction to continue. Let's chat with the house guests. House guests, it's now time for the next head of household competition of the night to commence. This competition is called True or False, and here's how it works. I will ask a series of true or false questions, and you will get a point each time you get one of those questions right. The player with the most points at the end of 5 questions will win. If there is a tie, we will move on to a tiebreaker. Cecilia, as outgoing head of household, you are not eligible to compete. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Yes. Then let's begin. True or false? Bluey was the runner-up of last season.
I know this one is true because I know that I won against Bluey last season.
Everyone has answered true except for Pokey. The correct answer was true. True or false? James was the first to be evicted last season. The correct answer was false. And everyone got it right. Everyone gets a point. True or false? Loves was evicted first this season. The correct answer was true, which means Longneck, you get a point. The next question is true or false? The MVP secretly nominated Tomato first last episode. Everyone answered false, and that is the correct answer, so everyone gets a point.
The final question, true or false? Cecilia was the first HOH this season. Everyone but Pilo put true, and that is the correct answer, which means the only one to get all 5 questions correct. Congratulations, Longneck. You are the new head of household. So, with Longneck in power, what will she decide to do?
All right, Pokey, it's now time for the pickles to assimilate. We've got to do this for James.
If we want to be the main power duo of the house, we've got to kick out the other one.
Leaving Pilo alone may be a good game move to get us to the final 3 with him.
He has no one right now. Let's just hope Jeremy and Cecilia don't snag him before we do.
I have a plan.
I'm a little nervous for the nomination ceremony just because I'm not exactly sure what Longneck meant by I have a plan.
This is the nomination ceremony. One of my duties as head of household is to nominate 2 Webkinz for eviction. I will pull 2 slips of paper to lock in my nominations, and their faces will appear on the memory wall. The first house guest I have nominated is... The second house guest I have nominated is... I have nominated you, Jeremy, and you, Cecilia, for eviction. I feel that you are a strong power couple in the house, and that is a threat to my game that I need to break up. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Let's listen in on some strategizing.
Hey there, Sheila. I'm really sorry that we got nominated. I don't know if it's because they realized we were getting married or...
It's not your fault, Jeremy.
Well, I feel like kindly it is. Maybe we should officially do the wedding ceremony just in case something happens to us in the house.
Do you mean it? Really?
I mean it, honey.
Oh, Jeremy.
Well, some strategizing that was, huh? Let's join all of the house guests in the living room for a surprise.
Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Zach the Priest, and I'm going to be marrying you guys today.
Jeremy, do you take Cecilia to be your lawfully wedded wife, in sickness and in health, in wealth and poverty, in good times and bad times, in and outside the Webkinz Big Brother house?
I kindly do.
Cecilia, do you take Jeremy to be your lawfully wedded husband, in sickness and in health, in wealth and poverty, in the good times, in the bad times, and in and outside the Webkinz Big Brother house? Well, I declare I do. This is chicken casserole good. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you camel and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hello, house guests. It's now time for the Power of Veto competition to begin. This competition is called When Life Gives You Lemons. In this case, we've given you some lemons, and you have to roll them all the way as far as you can to the end of the living room table. But be careful, because if you go over, you are eliminated. The house guest who gets the farthest will win the Power of Veto. Does everyone understand?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, then let's begin. Cecilia, you're up. Roll. And it has rolled off the table. That means, sorry, Cecilia, you're eliminated. Jeremy, you're up next. Roll. And you have secured your spot on the table. Longneck, you're up. Roll. And it has fallen off the table. Sorry, Longneck. Pokey, you're up. Roll. All right, and you have secured your position as well. Pilo, you're the last contestant. Roll! And your position has been locked, which means congratulations, Pilo! You have won the power of Veto!
Hey, Pilo. I think that we just needed to have a man-to-man conversation over here.
Okay, what about?
So, I promise I'm not saying this to try and just save me and Sela because we're married or whatever, but I just wanted to warn you. Long Neck won last season, and if we don't hurt her soon, then she could make it all the way to the end. And now I know she's HOH, but the closest thing to getting her is getting Pokey. And I think that if you use the power of veto on one of us, then that will mean that Long Neck will have no choice but to nominate Pokey, and we can all vote him out. What do you think?
I really do love you, man, but I don't know if there's much I can do for you.
Well, thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
All right, Pokey, it's time to come up with a plan. You know, you're my only option left if Pilo uses the veto.
I know. I really don't know what to do, but
I'm sorry, Pokey. I wish it didn't come to this. Maybe he won't use the veto.
we can hope so.
Now, I really hope the veto's used tonight, because if not, me or Jeremy's going home.
This is the veto ceremony.
Jeremy and Cecilia have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of those nominations. I'm making this decision because I really kind of just want to shake up the house, you know? As you're all aware, I'm basically alone in here, and it's time to change that. I have decided
To use the power of veto on Cecilia.
Longneck, now that I vetoed one of your nominations, you have no choice but to name a replacement nominee.
It pains me to do this because there is only one option, and that is Pokey.
This veto ceremony is adjourned.
So, Cecilia, I wanted to talk with you.
Well, I want to thank you first for using the veto on me.
We should make an alliance.
Oh, well, my lord.
I mean, Jeremy's gonna be gone, and it's sad, but it's gonna happen.
Well, together, we can keep Jeremy.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Well, I wonder why he just went over yonder.
It's now time for the night to come to an end. Let's join the house guests. House guests, it's now time for the live vote and eviction. The two nominees are not allowed to vote. Longneck, as the current head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. One at a time, the rest of you will enter the diary room and cast your votes to evict. Pilo, you're up first tonight. Please enter the diary room. Pilo is the lone horse in the Webkinz Big Brother house. Where do his loyalties lie? Hello, Pilo.
Hi, Sally.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Jeremy.
Thank you. Earlier this episode, Cecilia said I do to Jeremy. Her vote should be obvious. Hello, Cecilia.
Hi,
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Pokey.
Well, thank you. The votes are in. We have a tie. Let's inform the house guests. House guests, all the votes are in. We have a tie. One vote to evict Pokey, one vote to evict Jeremy. Longneck, as the current head of household, it is now up to you to stand at the head of the room and cast the deciding vote.
Well, I think my intentions have been made clear since the beginning of my reign as head of household. This will not come as a shock. I vote to evict Jeremy.
It's official. Jeremy, you are evicted from the Webkinz Big Brother house.
Wow, I'll miss you, Sela. I love you.
Hello, Jeremy.
Oh, hey there, Sally.
Well, how does it feel?
Well, kinda, not the best of feelings. You know, I made it to the final 3 last year, and it'll be all right, Sally. Well, thank you, and everybody come to the waterfall, my church. See you guys.
I declare.
Really was the best
Gonna miss
game
him.
move.
Well, it's been a wild night inside the Webkinz Big Brother house, and we are officially down to the final four. Join us next episode to see who will win the next head of household and who will claim the prize of the most important veto competition of the summer. We'll see you next time on Webkinz Big Brother.